Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Did you know that a simple 2009 D-Mint Mark quarter could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.1 million? That's right. What may look like an everyday coin in your pocket could be hiding an incredible fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 2009 D quarter dollar coin and what makes it so incredibly valuable. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. Text flashes on the screen saying $1.1 million dollar quarter with sparkles and sound effects. A timeline graphic appears, highlighting the year 2009 and zooming in on a US Mint image of the quarter. Before we get into why this specific quarter is so valuable, let's talk a little about its history. In 2009, the United States Mint released a special series of quarters as part of the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories program. These coins were designed to honor Washington, D.C., and 6 U.S. territories. The Denver Mint produced a significant number of these coins, but there's something unique about a few of them. Visual, a gold sparkle overlay shines across a stack of quarters. Alright, here's the million-dollar question, literally. What makes this 2009 D quarter worth $1.1 million? Well, it's not just any quarter. The value comes from a rare combination of factors: condition, rarity, and minting errors. An animated checklist showing the words condition, rarity, and minting errors being ticked off one by one. Some of these coins were struck with what we call error strikes, meaning something went wrong during the minting process. These errors can include double die strikes, misalignments, or unusual metal compositions. In pristine, uncirculated condition, these error coins can fetch top dollar at auctions. Imagine finding one of these hidden treasures in your change. Close-up of a quarter under a magnifying glass, pointing out potential minting errors. A coin grading scale appears, showing a perfect MS-70 grade. Now, let's talk about condition, or what collectors call grade. The most valuable 2009 D quarters are those that have been graded in near-perfect or perfect condition, usually MS-68, MS-69, or the Holy Grail, MS-70. A coin in this pristine condition looks like it just left the mint, with no scratches, wear, or flaws. The rarest of these, combined with minting errors, have skyrocketed in value to as high as $1.1 million. Only a few of these high-grade coins have ever been discovered, making them a highly sought-after treasure in the world of coin collectors. So, how can you find one of these million-dollar quarters? First, check your spare change. You never know when a valuable coin could show up in everyday transactions. Look closely at your 2009 quarters from the Denver Mint, especially for any unusual features or flawless surfaces. If you think you've found something special, it might be worth sending it to a professional grading service to determine its true value. Recently, one of these rare 2009 D quarters made headlines when it sold for over $1.1 million at auction. The coin was in pristine condition with a rare minting error, making it one of the most valuable quarters ever sold. Auctions like this show just how coveted these coins are in the numismatic world. So, there you have it. A 2009 D-Mint Mark quarter that could be worth $1.1 million. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare coins, you could be holding a piece of history and a life-changing fortune. Remember, it's all about rarity, condition, and those unique minting errors, so always keep an eye on your pocket change. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. Hey, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about an incredible find, the 1944 Washington quarter that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. That's right, a quarter that's worth millions. If you're excited to learn more about this rare coin, stick around because you might just have one in your collection. First, let's go back to 1944. America was in the thick of World War II, and the Washington quarter was a key coin in circulation. The Washington quarter had been in production since 1932, initially minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. But, by 1944, it was just another part of daily transactions. Or so it seemed. So, what makes this particular 1944 Washington quarter so valuable? Well, it's a combination of rarity, condition, and a specific error. This specific quarter is believed to have been struck on a leftover silver planchet from earlier mint years. In 1944, most quarters were made from 90% silver, but some special versions were mistakenly struck on planchets intended for pre-1932 standing Liberty quarters. Only a handful of these quarters are known to exist, making them extremely rare. On top of that, the one valued at $1.2 million is in pristine, uncirculated condition, graded as MS-68, which is incredibly rare for any coin from the 1940s. This 1944 quarter is not just valuable because of its silver content, it's valuable because it's an error coin. Coins that are struck incorrectly during minting are highly sought after by collectors. Mint errors like double strikes, off-center strikes, or, in this case, a wrong planchet error, can raise a coin's value exponentially. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint and is often referred to as the 1944 D error quarter. The D signifies it was minted in Denver, and it's a key marker for collectors. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable quarters? Here are some key things to look for. Check for the D mint mark just below the eagle on the reverse side. This rare 1944 quarter weighs slightly more than a typical quarter due to the silver planchet error. A normal Washington quarter weighs about 6.25 grams, but this one will be slightly heavier. To fetch a high value like $1.2 million, the coin needs to be in almost perfect condition, with minimal wear or damage. If you think you have a 1944 D Washington quarter with these characteristics, it's time to get it professionally graded. Now, here's where things get really exciting. This exact 1944 D era Washington quarter was sold at auction for $1.2 million. That's because of its rarity, historical significance, and near-perfect condition. But even if yours isn't in mint state, any rare error coin from 1944 can still fetch thousands of dollars. If you're a coin collector or even someone who has some old change lying around, it's time to start checking those quarters. You never know, you might just have a rare 1944 D Washington quarter that could change your life. Be sure to get any potentially valuable coins authenticated by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC. That's it for today's video, folks. I hope you learned something new about the rare and valuable 1944 Washington quarter. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future episodes on valuable coins. Drop a comment below if you think you've got a rare coin, and as always, happy collecting! We're diving into the intriguing world of the 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This little coin may look unassuming at first glance, but trust me, there's a whole lot of fascinating history and potential value packed into its shiny surface. First things first, let's talk about the history behind the 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. The P mint mark indicates that this particular coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest minting facilities in the United States. The Jefferson nickel itself has been in circulation since 1938, and it features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. Now, you may be wondering why the 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is of particular interest to collectors. Well, it turns out that there are a couple of reasons why this specific coin is sought after. Firstly, the 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is known for its low mintage numbers. In fact, only a limited number of these coins were minted in 1990, making them relatively rare compared to other years. Secondly, the 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is also highly coveted because of its potential value. While most circulated examples of this coin may only be worth a few dollars, there have been instances where well-preserved specimens have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. That's right, this seemingly ordinary nickel could potentially be worth millions of dollars to the right collector, but how can you tell if your 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is one of the rare and valuable ones? Well, there are a few key factors to look out for. Firstly, check the condition of the coin. Is it free from scratches, dings, or other signs of wear and tear? If so, that's a good sign that your coin may be worth more than just its face value. Next, take a close look at the mint mark itself. Is it clearly defined and centered on the coin? Minting errors or variations in the placement of the mint mark can significantly affect the value of a coin, so be sure to inspect this closely. Additionally, keep an eye out for any unusual or unique features on the coin. This could include things like double striking, off-center minting, or other anomalies that make your coin stand out from the rest. These kinds of quirks can make your 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel even more valuable to collectors. Now, you may be wondering where you can go to find out more about the value of your 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. Well, one excellent resource is the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, a leading authority in the world of coin grading and authentication. By submitting your coin to PCGS for certification, you can get a detailed assessment of its condition and potential value from expert numismatists. Another great option is to attend coin shows or auctions, where you can network with fellow collectors and dealers who may be interested in purchasing your coin. These events are also a fantastic opportunity to learn more about the world of coin collecting and to discover other rare and valuable coins that may pique your interest. In conclusion, the 1990p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history that holds the potential to be worth millions of dollars to the right collector. So, if you happen to come across one of these rare coins in your pocket change or coin collection, be sure to take a closer look. You may just be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. That's all for today, folks. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This coin is a real treasure trove of history and value, so buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. Let's start off by exploring the background of the 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted in Philadelphia in the year 1981, hence the P mint mark. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, but the coins minted in 1981 are particularly special due to their unique design and limited mintage. The obverse of the 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel features a striking portrait of the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. Known for his role in drafting the Declaration of Independence and expanding the country through the Louisiana Purchase, Jefferson is a revered figure in American history. The reverse of the coin showcases Jefferson's iconic Monticello estate, a symbol of his legacy and contributions to the nation. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. While most circulated coins from this year are worth face value, there are certain rare varieties that can fetch a pretty penny. One such variety is the proof coin, which is a specially minted coin with a mirror-like finish. These coins are sought after by collectors for their pristine condition and exquisite detail. Another factor that can affect the value of the 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is its condition. Coins that are in pristine uncirculated condition are worth more than those that show signs of wear and tear. It's important to carefully inspect your coin for any scratches, dents, or discoloration, as these can significantly impact its worth. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Can the 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel be worth millions of dollars? While it's highly unlikely that a regular coin from this year would command such a hefty sum, there have been instances where rare, mint-condition coins have sold for substantial amounts at auction. One such example is the 1943 S. Lincoln cent, which sold for over $1 million due to its rarity and historical significance. So, how can you determine the value of your 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel? Well, one option is to consult a professional coin appraiser who can assess the coin's condition and rarity. You can also research recent sales of similar coins online or in numismatic publications to get an idea of its potential worth. In conclusion, the 1981p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American history that holds value for both collectors and enthusiasts alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a novice coin collector, this coin is sure to spark your curiosity and ignite your passion for the hobby. So go ahead and dig through your coin jar. You never know what hidden treasures you may unearth. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Coin Collecting with Charlie. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting content on rare and valuable coins. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1996p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. You might be surprised to learn just how valuable and sought after the seemingly ordinary coin can be. So, grab a cozy seat and let's explore the history, value, and potential fortune that could be hiding in your pocket change. First off, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1996p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This particular coin was minted in Philadelphia in 1996, hence the P mint mark. It's important to note that not all Jefferson nickels from 1996 have the P mint mark, making this particular version quite rare and special. The design features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's famous home, on the reverse. The coin itself is made of a combination of copper and nickel, giving it that classic silver hue. And now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the value of the 1996 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. While most nickels are worth, well, 5 cents, this particular coin can fetch a pretty penny among collectors. Due to its rarity, demand, and overall numismatic appeal, the 1996 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to potentially millions. Yes, you heard that right, millions of dollars for a humble nickel, but how can you tell if you have a valuable 1996 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel in your possession? Well, there are a few key indicators to look out for. First and foremost, check for that elusive P Mint mark on the coin. Without it, you likely have a regular 1996 Jefferson nickel, which is still cool but not quite as valuable. Next, examine the condition of the coin. Higher grades, such as mint state or proof, will command higher prices than worn or damaged coins. Lastly, consider having your coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable grading service to ensure its authenticity and value. If you're lucky enough to have a valuable 1996 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel in your collection, congratulations! You may be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Whether you choose to sell your coin to a collector or hold on to it for potential future value growth, the choice is yours. Just remember to handle your coin with care and store it in a protective holder to preserve its condition and value over time. In conclusion, the 1996 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. With its rarity, history, and potential for significant value, this humble nickel has garnered quite the following among numismatists and collectors alike. So, next time you come across a nickel in your pocket change, take a closer look. You never know if you might be holding a valuable piece of history in your hands. We're diving deep into the history and value of the 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, a coin that has been causing quite a stir in the numismatic world. Let's start off by exploring the origins of this elusive coin. In 1973, the United States Mint accidentally omitted the mint mark on a small number of Jefferson nickels that were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This error was quickly discovered and corrected, making these coins incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. But what makes the 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel so special? Well, aside from its limited mintage, these coins have a unique appeal due to their error status. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with mistakes or anomalies, as they tend to fetch higher prices at auctions and in the secondary market. As for the value of the 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, it can vary greatly depending on the condition of the coin and the demand from collectors. In general, a well-preserved example of this coin can easily fetch anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s. However, if you happen to come across a super rare high-grade specimen, you could be looking at a potential windfall of millions of dollars. Now, let's talk about some key factors that can affect the value of a 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. One of the most important aspects to consider is the coin's grade. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A coin in uncirculated condition will always be more valuable than one that shows signs of wear and tear. Another factor to keep in mind is the coin's provenance. If you can trace the history of a 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel back to its original owner or find documentation that verifies its authenticity, this can significantly enhance its value. Collectors love to know the story behind a coin and its journey through the years. Furthermore, the rarity of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its worth. As mentioned earlier, the 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a rare find due to the minting error that occurred. The fewer coins that are available on the market, the higher the demand and subsequently, the higher the price. In addition, market trends and fluctuations can also impact the value of the 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. Coin collecting is a dynamic hobby, with prices constantly changing based on supply and demand, as well as external factors such as economic conditions and investor sentiment. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel in your own coin collection or at a coin show, be sure to have it appraised by a professional numismatist. They can provide you with an accurate assessment of the coin's condition and potential value, helping you make informed decisions about buying or selling. In conclusion, the 1973 No Mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin with a rich history and significant value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Who knows, you might just stumble upon a hidden treasure worth millions of dollars. That's all for today, folks. We are diving deep into the world of coin collecting and taking a closer look at the 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This particular coin has an interesting history and is rumored to be worth millions of dollars. So buckle up and get ready for an exciting ride. Let's start by discussing the backstory of the 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This coin was minted in the year 2000 at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P mark on the coin. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938 and has gone through various design changes over the years. The 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side in Monticello, his Virginia home, on the reverse side. Now, let's talk about the potential value of this coin. While most 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickels are worth face value or a few dollars at most, there are some rare varieties that can fetch a much higher price. One such variety is the 2000p with a W mint mark, which was accidentally struck at the West Point Mint. These coins are extremely rare and have been known to sell for thousands, if not millions, of dollars. Another factor that can affect the value of the 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is its condition. Coins that are in mint state or are graded by a professional grading service as being in excellent condition will typically fetch a higher price than coins that are heavily circulated or worn. So if you happen to come across a 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel in pristine condition, you could be looking at a nice payday. In addition to its rarity and condition, the demand for the 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel also plays a role in determining its value. Collectors and enthusiasts are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins to add to their collections, and the 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is no exception. If there is a high demand for this particular coin at a given time, its value could skyrocket. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel in your possession? One way is to look for any errors or anomalies on the coin. Coins that have been struck with errors, such as missing letters or doubled features, are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch a premium price. Another way to determine the value of your coin is to have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. This will give you a clear idea of the coin's condition and potential worth. In conclusion, the 2000p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a fascinating coin with a rich history and the potential to be worth millions of dollars. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for this rare variety and you could be sitting on a goldmine. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. This particular coin has a rich history and holds a significant value that may just surprise you. Let's start off by exploring the history behind the 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel. The Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark, is one of the oldest minting facilities in the United States. It has been in operation since the late 18th century and has produced countless coins that have become treasured pieces of American numismatic history. The 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is no exception. This coin was minted during a time when the United States was experiencing economic growth and prosperity. The nickel features Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side in Monticello, Jefferson's estate, on the reverse side. But what really sets the 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel apart is its rarity and value. While millions of these coins were minted in 1987, very few bear the P mint mark, making them highly sought after by collectors. In fact, some 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickels have been known to sell for thousands of dollars at auction. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel in your coin collection? One telltale sign is the presence of the P mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, right above Jefferson's shoulder. Additionally, coins in mint condition with minimal wear and a sharp strike are more likely to fetch a higher price. If you're lucky enough to own a 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel, it's important to have it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. This will not only confirm the coin's authenticity but also provide you with a professional assessment of its condition and value. In terms of worth, the value of a 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel can vary depending on its condition and rarity. While some coins may only be worth a few dollars, others in pristine condition could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The key is to do your research, consult with experts, and make informed decisions about buying, selling, or holding onto your coin. In conclusion, the 1987p mint Mark Jefferson nickel is a fascinating piece of American history with a value that can reach into the thousands. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Who knows, you may just stumble upon a rare gem worth millions of dollars in your very own coin collection. That's all for today's episode of Coin Collecting Chronicles.